A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Tuesday, January 31st. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Just months after losing her re-election bid for the state Senate, Republican Sue Serino has confirmed that she's running to be the next Dutchess County executive. The Hyde Park Republican served in the Senate from 2016 to 2022 before losing to Democratic Senator Michelle Hinchey after redistricting pitted the two incumbents against each other. The former senator told Mid-Hudson News that a formal campaign launch will take place in the coming weeks, and she already has a platform.
I don't think anybody was a bigger champion when it came to fighting Cuomo with the nursing home debacle that he did and all the lives that were lost. So, I know the challenges that our seniors face, our young people. It is about jobs and helping the economy, helping our small businesses. I'm a small business owner. I get it. I know how hard it is to do business in New York.
Meanwhile, East Fishkill Town Supervisor Nick DeSalesandro, also a Republican, has intimated to supporters that he's also considering a campaign for county executive. Creta LLC plans to open Ye Old Stockade Tavern, drawing on the Revolutionary War-era characteristics of the Kingston Stockade Historic District, and has filed a petition in Supreme Court seeking to halt the development of the Kingstonian project, with a claim that the City of Kingston's Planning Board erred in granting a negative declaration for the project. The Kingstonian plans to include a 420-car garage, 143 apartments, a 32-room boutique hotel, 9,000 square feet of retail and restaurant space, a pedestrian plaza, and a walking bridge, all within the National Register-listed Kingston Stockade District. The court denied the petition of the tavern owner. Creta filed an appeal with the Appellate Division of State Supreme Court, seeking to have the lower court decision overturned. Late last week, the Appellate Division upheld the decision of the lower court and dismissed the appeal. Governor Kathy Hochul will unveil her 2024 spending plan for the state tomorrow. The adopted budget for the fiscal year 2022-23 was $220 billion. Freshman State Senator Rob Rolison, a Republican, plans to examine the budget as soon as it's made available. He said it will signal where the governor is at, where she's going with her proposals, Rolison says, while pointing out the partisanship in the Capitol.
It is obviously too partisan a place to function as I think most of the residents of the state want us to do. But I see opportunities with my colleagues and colleagues from the other side of the aisle.
Rolison is the ranking minority member on the Children and Families Committee. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Anthony Grice has served as Newburgh City Councilman for almost 5 years, but he's not going to seek re-election this fall. The Democrat, who holds one of two council-at-large positions, said he wants to devote more time to his family. For decades, Newburgh has had its ups and downs, some of which Grice attributes to poor management, which he said the current administration is addressing head-on.
Here we come along and trying to clean it up, and even when you're cleaning it up, there are consequences, because if you're saying, like, take some of our buildings, and if you're saying, okay, codes, we're going to put more people in codes. So now that means that when they go into some buildings and it's not up to code, it's where do you put those families that are living there?
Grice, who's an elementary school remedial reading teacher, said he's not ruling out a return to political office in the future. City police in Beacon took a man into custody immediately after a woman was stabbed in her Walcott Avenue home last Friday. 31-year-old Max Kleiner of Beacon was charged with armed assault and other charges in the attack. With bloody clothing, Kleiner was taken into custody, and the victim was located upstairs, conscious and alert, but bleeding heavily from several wounds to her neck. She was transported to the hospital where she was treated and later released in stable condition, police say. Kleiner, who was remanded to the Dutchess County Jail, was also charged with criminal possession of a weapon, criminal mischief, menacing, and criminal obstruction of breathing. A Kingston man was injured when he lost control of a tractor-trailer while driving on Route 32 as he approached a curve in the area of Fawn Road in the town of Saugerties, and the vehicle struck a tree and overturned on its side in the middle of the road. The accident occurred around 10:20 yesterday morning. Saugerties police say 44-year-old Christopher Cazares suffered head and neck injuries, was treated at the scene by paramedics, and transported to Mid-Hudson Regional Hospital in Poughkeepsie for further care. Saugerties police continue to investigate. Jim Arnott, the administrator of Sullivan County International Airport, has lost his fight with pancreatic cancer. The Worceboro resident was 74 years old at the time of his passing on Friday. He was an extraordinary public servant, says Legislature Chairman Rob Doherty.
Under Jim, we took our gas back. We had a company that handled our gas for us, and then even in the last year, our gas sales went up by 78%, which brings the county airport to almost break even. And we think once Hut Solar is in full swing, the airport will be making money, which is fantastic for the taxpayers of the county.
After years of financial struggles, the airport has begun to turn a corner under Arnott's leadership. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.